In today's video, I'm going to share with you my first impressions of the Hotone Ampero II STOMP. Now, I've had this for a couple of years. I totally forgot it arrived and I never reviewed it. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you my first impressions, just pulling this out of the box and running through some of the presets. So if you're wondering how this sounds straight out of the box, that's what this video will kind of cover. And then on a follow-up video, I'll do more of a deep dive review covering how it works and the operational side of it. But I want to start just by picking a few of these presets and recording a jam track, and then we'll go over to some isolated tones. Here we go. Just to give you a quick heads up on how I'll be recording today, I'm using the USB-C port on this side over here directly into my iMac. So this syncs up with the Hotone software, and then you can completely configure everything from there, which I really like. But if you're not into that and you want to go into an amplifier directly, you can do that as well. You can turn off the cab sim and then go out over the mono out or the left-right output. We also get a stereo effects loop on here as well, which is right on this side. So it's got lots of different options. If you want, you can listen with headphones, headphone jack, all that kind of stuff. We'll cover that in the actual review video. Before we get into it, a huge thanks to Ari from Hotone for sending this out. If you want to check it out, I'll link it down below. Here we go. All right, let's get stuck into some of these presets, and I'll just go through a few of the banks and give you an overview of the kind of tones you can get, starting on this one, which is A, patch 1, and then we'll go 2 and 3. And we'll see what kind of sounds we can get. Here we go. Bridge pickup. So it's got the high gain tone, it's got the sort of blues breaker tone, and then a really beautiful sort of 80s clean. Beautiful. Over to A01, which is giving us this really great sort of rhythm and lead tone. They say you should always judge these kind of effects units by their clean tones, and that clean actually sounds beautiful. Over to A02, which starts us off on the juicy fusion patch. I always like to start with these. They're kind of very reminiscent of the sound I would dial in if I was playing lead. Over to A03. I like the difference in the mid-range there. This one's got that big fat sound. Great for sort of soloing and all that kind of stuff, but the rhythm sound backs off those frequencies. It's really handy if you're recording. And over to the third. Over to some high gain tones now. Let's give this a go. They've all got that really sort of just chimey clean tone in amongst all of this kind of stuff. Again, another beautiful clean tone. It's got this really ambient sort of reverb. Yeah. A05, this might be one of my favorites so far. Have a listen to this. Yeah. That is beautiful. That's the Lush Blackface. A06 has the Hot Rod 800, which is a JCM 800. Have a listen. One of the great things about this is when I dig in, you get that low frequency clunk of a speaker. It's got that sort of chunk. I really dig it. Over to the Plexi Bluesman. Have a listen to this. It's another one that's got that really great sort of note attack, is what I'm trying to say. Again, if you're layering that up on a track, that will work great as the rhythm sound. Switch to your lead. Awesome. And over to the not clean. It's pretty cool. It's got that sort of off clean feel to it. While I'm not a jazz player, I'll play some old school sort of bluesy stuff here with this jazz setup. Here we go. It's got that sort of rolled out neck pickup sound. Over to the second one, modern jazz. I like that a lot more. And the last one. Yeah, it's got some delay on there, nice. All right, A10 offers something completely different. Let's have a listen to this. That middle one sounds killer. I love it. That's a huge sound. Oh yeah, give that one a go. This next one's great if you want a really sort of haunting ambient style sound. Here we go. I dig it. It's actually pretty good. Over to like a bizarre lo-fi fuzz thing. Yeah. Let's try a few of these lead tones and then we'll wrap this up. So this is 14-1. I really like this one. It's a full sounding clean tone there, but this first one for the lead on both neck and bridge sounds great. Yeah. Let's try a couple of more high gain tones now, and this is 1000 Tools. It's probably a reference to a Tool song, but I don't know any Tool. It's got a really fat sound. Over to the second one. That's a great sound. All right, these three are pretty wild. I'm gonna just play around here and you can see what this one is. It's called Echos of Floydd. That's great, what a tone. Kind of got to be careful on YouTube, but you get the point there. Let's wrap this up. I'm going to share with you my first impressions review of the Hotone Ampero II STOMP. Now, updating the firmware was nice and simple. I connected it to the computer. It did its thing. I held down 2, 3, and I think that button while I powered it on, and then it did the update process, and that was it. It's nice and simple. Now, in terms of tones, there's plenty of different things in here to keep you happy or occupied or whatever. So if you like clean tones, there's plenty of great clean tones. If you play jazz or if you play blues, there's also off clean tones in here that I think a lot of people will like. There's plenty of different effects, and some of these presets actually sound very musical. It's kind of a shock because some more expensive units come with a bunch of presets that sound like crap. And I think this actually sounds pretty great. Some of those fusion ones or the JCM 800s would be a really great starting point for me if I'm playing like a lead solo tone, and then I would go in and customize them, save them, and I'd be done. That's how I really like to use these things. And I'll show you my process about how to build tones on a future video, so subscribe if you're not already. But overall, this feels great to play, and while you might not like all of the tones, I'm sure there's a few in there that you like, and that's what it's all about. It's about finding the tones that you like, and everyone likes different things. So yeah, I didn't hear any of that sort of digital nastiness on the top end, especially with some of those crunch tones. It really did feel great. And the attack on the low end when you play a high note on the guitar was kind of cool. It's got that big kind of grit and girth kind of sound that I really like when I play through my Marshall, for example. So yeah, super cool. If you want to check this out, I'll link it below. Thanks again for watching. Leave a thumbs up and I will catch you on the next one. See ya.